My name is Greg Mecklem. I reside at 12995 Northwest Bishop Road in Helvetia. I own and farm 200 acres of land in Helvetia and Banks. I'm a member of the Washington County Farm Bureau Board of Directors. I've been involved in the Metro Rural and Urban Reserves process over the past several months. I want to express my concern about the threat to Washington County's prime farmlands by urban sprawl through the placement in urban reserves. In case they've heretofore escaped you, I want to emphasize some important facts about our beloved county. First fact, Washington County agriculture is a $350 million per year industry that employs thousands of workers annually. Excluding cattle feedlot counties, it ranks 46th among all counties in the United States in agricultural production. Fact, Washington County infrastructure is already stressed by urbanization. Fact, high-tech employment in Oregon peaked in 2001 and has declined by 27% to a current level of 53,200 jobs, the lowest level since 1996. Fact, in its 30 years of existence in northern Washington County, the high-tech cluster has occupied approximately 2,500 acres of high-value farmland, and only a portion of that is actually used by the tech industry. In the face of diminishing tech employment, the need for a land rush to urbanize thousands more acres of farmland for tech sector development is a fantasy. Fact, in the area of the most recent UGB expansion north of the Sunset, very few tech jobs were created. It's primarily occupied by small non-tech related businesses and warehouses or lies fallow growing weeds. Fact, the urban downtown and residential areas of Hillsborough were built on lands with a relatively low percentage of Class 1 soils, 1.7%. It was only in the 1980s that we began covering the best ag lands of the northern plains with their 10 to 20% Class 1 soils with tech sector development. Further, much of the land in West Helvetia and near North Plains suggested for urban reserves or undesignated lands have greater than 20% Class 1 soils. The lands south of Weeble Creek and north of Evergreen Road have somewhat lower productivity soils in the 1% Class 1 range, are more constrained and close to Hillsborough's core, and are more suitable for urban reserves. All ag lands north of Weeble Creek and the Sunset Highway should be placed in urban reserves. In closing, and in view of these facts, I want to emphasize that this question of whether or not to cover more of Washington County's high-value farmland forever with urban development is far too important an issue to do so without a full public hearing and consideration by the full Board of Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.